You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Tuesday to you, sir. How you doing?
Not just any Tuesday, John.
Yeah, it's not.
Happens to be the very first official day of summer. It's summer solstice.
Oh, yeah.
Today,
Get your
longest
sunscreen.
Day of the year. Yeah.
It is the longest. Sometimes it just feels like the longest day.
Rituals
But today it is.
all over the world. There's people, they're setting fire to stuff.
You know, there are people who do make like a pilgrimage to Stonehenge, because I guess today is the day to see that.
Yeah, these places like Stonehenge actually were set up having to do with like mark time in the seasons and things like that. So it all kind of makes sense, so astronomically speaking.
People who make the trip today. I don't think I'll make it.
Yeah, and I don't know, is it summer solstice or autumn solstice where you can balance an egg on your face?
I have no idea.
Or is it a chicken on your butt? I don't know.
Yeah,
all I know is
all of those things today, just in case.
Your average day is 24 hours, but today it's 24.3 hours. So don't mess up that extra time.
I'm going to soak up the sun, man.
And I may have just made that up.
Oh.
Ray Davies, lead man for the Kinks. One of the Davies brothers is 78 today.
Nice.
One of my favorite Kinks stories is this, the big hit tune in the 80s, Lola.
Yeah.
Well, Ray had to jump back on a plane and fly all the way across country because he had to go back to the studio and change one word to the song Lola.
What was that?
It was originally recorded with, quote, tastes just like Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Trademark infringement, a little bit of a problem.
Oh, yeah.
So what did they change it to?
Cherry Cola.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah.
That is a true story. So went through a whole lot of trouble to just reproduce that one word in that song. So,
Now I got that song in my head. Thanks, Dan.
There you go. Well, hey, happy summer solstice, John. You'll have some extra time to work it out.
I will indeed. 0.3 hours extra.
Chris Pratt, who I am a big fan of.
Me too.
Actor, made his bones in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Fun little place there, and all of a sudden he's a guardian of the galaxy and doing Jurassic Park and everything else.
Yeah, nice.
Chris is 43 today.
43 is all?
That's it. He's just a baby.
Kid.
He's done so much more with his life than I've done with mine.
It's depressing, isn't it? When you think about it.
A little bit.
He's done well. And super neat dude.
And I love this a lot just because they happen to be in a smash hit sitcom back in the 80s together, in fact, from 82 to 89, and they both have birthdays today, and they're both the very same age. Ladies and gentlemen, from Family Ties, Meredith Baxter Birney and Michael Gross are both 75 today.
Oh, wow,
Wow.
crazy.
Elise and Stephen Keaton.
Yeah.
I'm friends with Michael Gross on
Same
Facebook. I'll send him a happy
birthday.
birthday request.
That's
I'm
cool.
sure his day won't be complete without that,
Oh,
John.
he'll get it.
It's
We
unbelievable.
chatted when he was in the movie Tremors. We did an interview about that.
That's fantastic.
I know. I knew you'd like that.
Yikes.
He just goes off the rails.
It's like I have.
He should have his own country.
It's like I have odd
And it
fact
should
Tourette's.
be John,
That's what
and
it's
John
like.
should be in charge, and John should be all of the citizens.
No,
and all the politicians, and
I don't want to be any of that. It
Just
sounds like-
John World. That's
Sounds
it.
like a lot of work.
Well, 1768. This couldn't have been this difficult when you think about it. 1768, the very first medical diploma in America is granted to Dr. John Archer from the College of Philadelphia.
Nice.
It wasn't exactly grueling back then. It was basically, you got to be able to tell people, yeah, you're going to die.
Or you're going to die painfully.
Here, bite on this bullet, and here's a bucket of cocaine. Here, your doctor. Congratulations.
Not feeling well? Have you tried the heroin?
It was 1893, the very first Ferris wheel fires up.
Oh, yeah.
Invented by George Washington Gale Ferris Jr.,
Hi.
engineer out of Pittsburgh.
Any relation to you?
None whatsoever. He spells his name wrong, actually.
Oh, okay.
He's Ferris. I'm Farr.
Wow.
Yes. Made its debut in Chicago. Some kind of little exhibition. So,
Would you have gotten on the first one?
Ferris wheel, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
There's part of me that says, I just think I would.
Ferris wheel, probably not a roller coaster.
I think I would have let some other folks do it first. And, they all get off alive. I'd go, I'll try it now.
And it was 1913. Love this story. Her name was Georgia, nicknamed Tiny. Tiny Broadwick becomes the very first woman to parachute from an airplane.
Nice.
Some witnesses claim she was pushed Including her husband, Ira, who said, yeah, I pushed her.
Yeah.
No, actually, fascinating story. Tiny, Broadway, actually, she was instrumental. She invented the ripcord, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
She was an engineer and an
she
inventor.
was so certain in her invention that
Yes.
she was willing to test it.
Yeah, up until she came up with the
Pretty
ripcord.
impressive.
Yeah, people, they had to untie knots and untape stuff and rub sticks together to get them to open. It was pandemonium. So
The dude that invented the parachute, I watched a video about him. He actually jumped off the roof of a building to prove that it worked.
Yikes.
can you do something, man? You got to start somewhere.
And he
Somebody's
did it-
gotta test
He
it.
did it right by the patent office.
Why
So,
not?
like, if it doesn't work, we're going to be scraping him off the ground.
Again, everything starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Just great stories. So there you go. I know, you know, we all know. We just bounce ahead here.
Gonna do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Whoa, what's going on here?
It's your Mintervention, sweetie.
My what?
I'm with Mint Mobile. Your family and friends are concerned about your expensive wireless plan.
I don't even have Mint Mobile.
And we want to fix that. Right now, you're paying too much. With Mint Mobile, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month.
Really?
Yeah, get nationwide coverage for less. Plans start at just $15 a month.
Learn more now at Mintervention.com. Coverage not available in all areas. New activation and a 3-month plan required. Additional restrictions may apply. See terms at Mintervention.com. Time now for a bright spot of news. My guest today is Heidi Small. Heidi, how you doing?
I am fantastic. How are you doing?
I am also fantastic. You are one of the committee people for the Sioux Falls Fireworks.
Yes, I am.
And you're on the nonprofit board for the Sioux Falls Fireworks.
Yes, I am.
Do you know what's happening on the 4th of July in Sioux Falls?
I do not.
I was putting her on the spot because I've got the list in front of me. But she was sitting here, so I was like, "Oh, hey, you're gonna have to talk with me." So no, I would like to. I just think she's honest to a fault. Isn't that great? She has no idea. No, we would love to have you join us on Independence Day. It's the 4th of July. SiouxFallsFireworks.org has the entire schedule. We're updating it as we go, so there's some new things added. Some of the times that I put on here are, like, right now temporarily in that spot, but we're trying to coordinate to make sure we have, like, some of the stuff where it needs to be. But I'll tell you what we have as of now, and like I said, it might adjust a little bit, but 7 p.m., the gates open. We'll be out there earlier in the day getting things set up, but there will be some food trucks and things like that. So 7 p.m. is when the gates open at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. It's a free event. You can come out and join us. If you're getting food from the food trucks, they're going to want you to pay. So bring food, bring some money for them. But the Black Hills Federal Credit Union Kids area is free, and you can come out, and that opens at 7. Mr. Twister will be twisting some balloons. He is so much fun.
Who doesn't love Mr. Twister?
I just love the guy. And he'll be twisting some balloons, again, starting at 7 p.m. That's sponsored by the Center for Family Medicine, so thank you. Both of those things are new for this year, by the way. 7:30 p.m., Phil Baker playing some kids' music on the IBEW stage. That's the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and a huge thank you to them for stepping up and sponsoring that stage this year. They've been a part of the event in the past.
They've been partners for many years.
And this year we decided, hey, let's have you guys the sponsor of the stage, and then we're going to have banners made that are that'll just be them every single year, which we love that. Then at about 8:30, this is one of those things that I have it on the schedule at 8:30, working right now with the airport, with the people flying the planes, with everybody to make sure it's really, and again, once we know for sure, I might adjust it on the schedule, but currently on the schedule, 8:30, the Poet ethanol-powered Vanguard flyover.
So cool.
It is really cool. I love that. They fly these airplanes in formation over the top while we're kind of telling everybody what's happening up there, and we talk a little bit about what's going on. 9 p.m., I believe, is when we're going to do the American Legion flag retirement ceremony. So
I love that, too. If you have flags that need to be retired properly,
we've got a flag here that
along.
it's folded up and ready to go, and we're going to bring that on the 4th of July, and they're going to retire that flag properly.
And it's a neat ceremony.
It's a beautiful ceremony,
If you've never taken
too.
the time to watch it, it's so neat.
Yeah, so that'll be happening at, I believe, 9 p.m. Then at right around 9:45, XL Energy flag raising, presentation of colors, getting everything set, everything ready, because we've got fireworks at 10 p.m. So 9:45, I believe, is when we'll get everything else all set. We'll have the singing of the national anthem. We'll have, all of the things that we need to do before the fireworks will happen between 9:45 and 10. Then, right at 10 p.m., fireworks set to music that will play on Sunny 93.3 and in the grandstand. And we couldn't do this without MarketBeat.com, Car Swap, and Grand Falls Casino and Golf
Absolutely.
Resort. Huge thank you. Grand Falls is actually who roped us into being a part of this almost
Yes,
10
they
years
did.
ago now,
Yeah.
I think. And a huge thank you to them for doing it. I'm glad they did because we got involved. We just fell in love with this event. It's a great event. And then in 2020, when we took over, we had reached out to Market Beat and to Car Swap, and they both came on board that year. And then last year, they came on in a big way. And again, they stayed on with us again this year in a big way. So huge thank you to them. In the past, when we would put up our billboards and we'd have things that looked like a NASCAR, all the little stickers
all the
over.
tiny little, yeah.
And because these guys stepped up in a major way, we're able to make it a lot more special for just, a few sponsors, which we love that. Now, if you're listening and you're going, hey, I'd like to get involved in this somehow, reach out to us. We'll find a way to get you involved. But I want to say thank you again to Market Beat, Car Swap, Grand Falls Casino, your friends here at Sunny Radio, XL Energy, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Poet, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, also our friends that are new on this program this year, Center for Family Medicine, and then we've got several groups that help out the day of the event. Emergency Solution Services, we hire them to help with parking,
Yep.
and then also to make sure if there's some sort of emergency that we've got somebody on hand. American Legion does that the flag retirement ceremony. We hire a local company to do the fireworks. It's called the Fireworks Store. They've got fireworks stands that'll be opening here in just a few days, too. I guess it's more than a few days, but coming up within about a week or so. And then who am I missing here? I think that's everybody. Oh, Guardians of the Children, Sioux Falls JCs, Health
There you
Connect,
go. Yep, that's what I was just
Volunteers of
gonna say.
America, and Prairie Patriots have all stepped up in the past to help. And I believe they're all coming out to help again this year. Huge thank you to everybody who helps with this event. Again, we kind of spearhead the thing here, but I'm telling
And
you,
we couldn't do it without any of you.
if we had 100% of the resources of John and Heidi Small and Sunny Radio, it would not be a very impressive
Be a
event.
couple of sparklers.
Exactly.
Maybe some smoke bombs on a good year.
Because we've got amazing people who step up next to us and say, hey, we want to help do this. I mean, that's the thing. That's what makes it happen. That would be like having a conductor just wave that little sticker on with nobody playing instruments. That's what I would look like without all the sponsors. Wouldn't be very impressive. So huge thank you to everybody who helps. If you'd like to know more, again, I went through that pretty quickly, and I hopefully accurately. You can find the entire schedule at SiouxFallsFireworks.org. Join us on the 4th of July at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds in Sioux Falls. Again, SiouxFallsFireworks.org.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many of our guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Culture Club, The Cult, Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Graham, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort in Cancun, Mexico. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Tuesday?
If I'm not mistaken, it was earlier today. You two had mentioned you were talking about maybe doing a little vehicle upgrade or trading in one of your vehicles. And I like cars. I've been around cars a long time. People own cars. But here's the thing when you go to buy a car, and I guess I never really thought about this. Some, of course, have better resale value than others depending on make and model and blah, 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 blah. But did you know that color makes a huge difference?
Oh, yeah. It does for me.
I never thought about it because I've never been a huge... I have owned primarily black or white vehicles.
Yeah.
I usually come down on the side of black because I think they're gorgeous. They're a pain to keep up, but that's just my preference.
I ended up with a green minivan one time because it was like $2,000 cheaper than one that actually looked good.
John, I swear, you're about 25 years younger than me, but you've made far more bad decisions
I've made a lot.
than I ever have.
I've got a list.
It's amazing.
alphabetical.
Wait,
Minivan's right in the
it's a
middle.
minivan and it's green?
Where
do I sign?
It was terrible.
I am a chick magnet, baby.
It was just awful.
Of course it was. It was a green minivan.
Well, I know.
According to results of a current study by a little thing called IC Cars, they actually tracked almost 700,000 vehicles from 2019 to 2022 and compared original manufacturer's suggested retail price adjusted for inflation with the average price tags on the used vehicles and what they resold for.
Oh, yeah.
All having to do with color of vehicle.
Oh, wow.
This shocks me. Do you realize your best investment when it comes to color of vehicle?
White.
Yellow.
Really?
Really?
Yes. Yeah, up to $3,000 more on average for resale.
Really?
For yellow?
Yellow.
Huh.
I never, ever would have thought
We've
that.
owned a yellow vehicle.
My favorite vehicle ever was my yellow Ford Escape.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 3,100
Wow.
bucks more.
My favorite thing about that yellow Escape, when I went to get it, I was trading in a minivan, not the green one, a different one. And I asked what the difference price would be. It was $1,500, and I thought I was paying them $1,500. They gave me $1,500 back.
It's all out there, man.
It was crazy.
The next two best vehicle colors for maximum resale value. This just stuns me because they're just obnoxious. Orange and purple.
Really?
How many purple vehicles?
These are
do
the
you even
best.
see?
These are the best
wow.
retail.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen
Maybe
a
it's a
purple.
rarity thing. Maybe
Right.
it's
Maybe because there's not so many of them out there that they're worth a little bit more. I don't know.
That really shocks me.
brown cars are the biggest underperformers.
For sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
Followed by
Green.
black and gold, actually.
Really?
Black.
Yeah, and I think it's just the commonality of it. Maybe.
Yeah, I suppose.
Maybe. Now, when it comes to the great state of South Dakota, the Mount Rushmore state, what do you think the most popular
White.
color cut? It is white, actually.
Yeah.
Followed closely by red.
Oh, yeah.
See, and I just thought it'd be the silver gray type thing because that's usually kind of what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, I see.
But-
I see a lot of white vehicles, though.
But
Tons
yeah,
of them.
for resale, screaming yellow, which
Huh.
I would never in my wildest dreams
I wouldn't have guessed that
rock a yellow vehicle.
Oh,
but
I would. We did, and we really liked it too. But yeah, when we got rid of that, we've not had another yellow vehicle since. So
least popular vehicle color in South Dakota is purple.
purple.
In fact, all registered drivers in the Rushmore state, 0.1% apparently of the population actually owns a purple vehicle.
And they're all fans of the Vikings.
That's maybe,
That's probably why they
maybe,
have purple.
I don't know, maybe, maybe.
Well, Dan, thank you for that. That was interesting.
It kind of sort of is because you're talking thousands of dollars in differences in resale just because of the color of that ride.
Yeah.
Wow.
Makes a difference.
Fascinating.
Well, very nice. Hey, this time tomorrow, it will be a Wednesday, and we'll be giving away a prize. And I would like to let you know, if you would like to register, you have time. I kind of feel like we forget to talk about this because, we talk about Thunder Road Thursday, and we talk about Free Flag Friday. But Wednesday is also a great day to win, and that prize varies. But the prize right now, it's a pair of tickets to go see Vanilla Ice, and to see Coolio and Rob Bass and All for One, Montel Jordan, Tone Loc, Young
gonna be a
MC,
great
Tag
show.
Team, and
Be
more.
riotous.
CNC Music Factory, folks.
It's going to be tubular.
How much would you expect to pay for tickets like these?
I'm going to go
Upwards
with
to $1 million a person.
I was
Yeah.
going to say $19.
Well, you're both wrong. You're both wrong. It's free if you get your name drawn tomorrow on a Wednesday here. So go to sunnyradio.com, click the little button that says win tickets and other cool stuff, and we'll see if we can make you a winner. Oh, it says win tickets and more. I don't want to lead you astray. Win tickets and more. When you click that, you do that, and I'll do my part, and I'll see if I can make you a winner tomorrow. Dan, thank you so much for coming in, man.
Hey, thanks for letting me. Appreciate it, guys.
It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. Equities broke out of a downtrending channel to the downside last week in evidence of mounting fear about the economy. The FOMC was forced to hike rates by 75 basis points in what some would call a surprise move. Others, however, would say the FOMC is still behind the curve, and at least one more, if not two more, 75 basis point hikes were needed. Regardless of the pace, the takeaway for the market is that inflation is still out of control, and aggressive rate hikes are making the cost of business more expensive. In this scenario, economic activity can be expected to contract, and there is evidence of that already. The index of leading indicators fell for the second month by 0.4%, suggesting an economic recession is already in play. This week will be a hurdle for the market because of how little new information is set to be released. On the economic front, there are only 2 data points due out, and both are from the housing sector. On the earnings front, there are only a handful of confirmed reports, and very few from companies other than home builders. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.